Hey, come see me do stand-up in Ontario, California, Las Vegas, and Davenport, Iowa. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Hey, guess what? Ian Curl tweets out, breaking, the Daily Wire is offering fired employees $3,000 to sign gag orders so they won't expose the Daily Wire's lies about the real Candace Owens. And
$3,000?
Wow.
Do they not pay them well? Like, why would that be?
Well, they got a bunch of, so if they paid all of them, it would be like, it would be a lot of money. I don't.
Just lame, man.
I think, but anonymous sources told me that they've lost at least 25 people lately who are going to places like Tucker Carlson, PBD's podcast, and Dave Ramsey. Nobody's sent me an email. I could use help. We always could use help. All this while last night at Turning Point, Candace Owens. Wait till you see this.
I want to ask Rob about this.
Candace Owens exposed
how you saw that?
Daily Wire sent an intern to pose as a student to try to get compromising material about her.
That's weird. That's weird to engage in ops.
Yeah. Honestly, is anyone else starting to wonder if Ben Shapiro is connected to Mossad?
Starting?
Really? I think you're better off trying to figure out who isn't connected to Mossad.
What do you like? What? Hey, do you think? I wonder, could there be a thing going on?
These are the tactics of intelligence agencies, not news agencies, and an agenda is clear. Israel first, Christianity be damned, America be damned. What do you think? Well, here's his, watch this.
There's more leaks coming out of the Daily Wire, and it's getting spicy. They've been firing people left and right, and they recently fired this guy named Sawyer because he refused to go along with their campaign of trying to character assassinate her and lying about how she mistreats her former employees, which everyone said was not true. They accessed his personal email account that he had apparently left open on a Daily Wire computer, and they read a personal email that he had sent on his own account to Candace Owens offering moral support where he didn't bad talk Daily Wire at all. So they fired him on the spot. I got a hold of a couple other sources behind the scenes, which shall not be named, and I heard that he was offered $3,000 in order to stay silent and sign a contract to not talk about any of it, which he turned down. I also heard that they've lost up to 25 people in a similar fashion, either by walking or being fired. I would assume those people are probably getting offered similar contracts. But word is that they're going to places like Tucker and PBD and Dave Ramsey, and they're finding jobs pretty easily. Props to you, Sawyer, for standing up for the right thing, not taking the money. He reached his fundraising goal to help him pay his bills pretty quick, because a little bird told me that fuck Ben is actually Dan Bilzerian, who has been a total Chad recently. Props, Dan. Hope you don't mind me giving away your secret, buddy. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like when you try to hold secret town halls and ban people's cell phones, it's almost like you're doing something nefarious that you don't want people to know about because it's not morally correct. This is the secret town hall they had a couple of months ago where they tried to slander Candace Owens and paint her as a raging anti-Semite to all the Daily Wire employees so they could orchestrate a smear campaign with everybody's help. Oh, yeah, speaking of smear campaigns, yesterday at Turning Point USA, Candace dropped this crazy funny bomb that she had gotten word from a friend that they were trying to send an intern who was posing as a student to try to catch her in a bad moment and record something embarrassing. And she called it out on stage.
Strangely, this is such a crazy story. But as I was headed in here, I got a frantic call from somebody. They did. They called me and they said, Candace, something very weird is happening. The Daily Wire has sent somebody secretly to record you, an intern, a PR intern, to secretly record you, to catch you in a bad moment, in a bad light. And I think that intern's name, no, to be fair, it is never the fault of a person when their employer is sending them to do something that isn't good. But I would really love it if Ariana stood up. Huh. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's a little too intimidating for you too, but apparently she got an email at 10 p.m., hopped on a plane, is pretending to be a student. And so I do just want to say to Ben Shapiro, enough. Come out into the light. Really, come on. Let's do this debate. Stop sending interns to do your dirty work.
When the internet started reporting the story, Candace confirmed it all, says she has receipts, and then Nick Fuentes jumped in and was like, oh, hey, it's exactly what they did to me. Funny how that works. And of course, Ben Shapiro can't come out into the light and have a debate because while they were talking saber-rattling about a debate, he was actually going behind the scenes to get a gag order against her, so she can't comment on any of this shit because that's their MO. I reached out to Candace to see if she could comment on any more than she already has in public, but no luck. I think this last clip sums it up pretty well.
Do you think that the Daily Wire is complicit in censorship of certain people/topics similar to that of left-wing institutions?
I cannot talk about that.
So yeah, just your daily reminder that this is still going on. Candace is still fighting behind the scenes. She's under a gag order. The Daily Wire is in turmoil, and they're trying to do everything they can to plug all the holes in their stupid boat. Because the truth is out. The Daily Wire is Israel first, not America first. Just like an awful lot of other independent media organizations in America. Funny how that works. And they all use the exact same tactics of slander and deception and silencing people so they can keep on pushing their weird, twisted word narrative. Like this one from Andrew Claveland, wherever you say his name.
We also believe in the cross of Christ, but if you burn the cross on somebody's lawn, it's no longer the cross of Christ. It's just a vehicle, a symbol of your toxic hatred. And so the way it was being used online as an attack on Jews,
Right, got it. Saying Christ is king is exactly like burning the cross. Maybe just don't think too hard about it. Maybe then it'll make sense.
It sounds like every bit as dumb as trans stuff that Ben Shapiro would make a big deal about criticizing. That's absolutely ridiculous. Sounds actually more ridiculous.
The Daily Wire is to independent media the same as Mark Hamill is to the Force.
Irrelevant?
Just read the lines. Just read the lines. Here, guess what, though? Bad news. So GoFundMe suspended that guy's campaign, even though he had read. So they do that.
It's not out of nowhere. We know where it's out of.
That's right. So he raised enough money. He reached his goal. And so now GoFundMe suspends it, which I bet they're holding on to his money because that's what they did to Gray Zone.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a different one he just launched, and it's over at it's somewhere else. Where is it?
Give, Send, Go.
Is it? No, it's something else.
Oh.
Shit. Yeah, it is. It's at Give, Send, Go.
Yeah.
You're right. Glenn Damos says Daily Wire had an incredible run, but after the behavior following October 7th, they've gone against their supposed values. I can't watch, read, listen, other than Walsh here and there. Credibility completely demolished. It's sad. And then Ian says, you never wondered what kind of money and backing caused that incredible run?
No. It's above my pay grade.
Yeah. I've never wondered what kind of money did that. That's crazy conspiracy talk.
Oh, what? Just because a really rich guy runs a media thing, he's going to influence it to his own will? They can be objective. You know how brave they are going against the system. Most of these people. The only ones that have integrity get fired at all these places.
But Zionism is really destroying that. That's what's destroying them.
It's the same thing as destroying Israel itself.
Is it Israel itself?
Mossad cuckoos that will kill Jews in a heartbeat. It's called the Hannibal Directive.
Yeah. Yes. They
got no problem. And by the way, your own country, America, has no problem doing that to you too.
That's right.
It's one big evil group. And it's falling apart right now. I don't know why everybody's falling apart now, but it is pretty great.
Here, this guy says $3,000 isn't enough to sell out for, in my humble opinion. Someone's going to squawk. People are squawking.
Yeah, they made that fake coalition of these Catholic, we have Judeo-Christian values.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
$3,000, man. The Mossad is cheap, and not because they're Jewish. Come on.
That's just cheap by any standard.
That's just cheap.
Got nothing to do with any.
No. Truth Teller says, I want to be fully on record that I saw Ben Shapiro receive tasking from Israeli intelligence connections to Netanyahu.
Oh, no shit.
When I worked next to him at Breitbart.com. When I asked him about it, he said he always kept close ties. It's time for Ben to register under FARA, which is Foreign Agents Registration Act.
Yeah, Bill Maher, same deal. He has dinner with BB. Jordan Peterson, remember he went to Russia and he had his wife almost died, and I don't know what miracle thing saved her, and he has money now from Daily Wire. That's Mossad getting to all.
It
these
is
people.
wild. I mean, Justin Watson, Jordan Peterson. Again, he's another one of he's like a Bobby Kennedy figure. He has a lot of good things to say. I don't agree with everything he says, obviously, right? But I think he has some good things that, and then he just totally.
Yeah, that's the part of his soul he had to sell to get
totally.
Right.
Wow.
He's just totally wrecking any.
That's why he's got
shred
the suits with the two colors. That's his.
He's
subconscious
just totally
calling for help.
Yes.
That's why Kyle Klinsky has that blonde hair.
Yeah.
It's an imbalance, and it's going to come out of you.
Yeah.
And people are going to see it, and they start doing. Oh, I must be a different person.
I mean, he's all about logic and common sense, and then he just completely throws it out the window when it comes to. Here, let's what the Ashton Forbes says. Shapiro's downfall should be a case study in bad business management. Incredible.
He's just a puppet of the
Yeah,
Mossad, so it's not really,
Yeah.
We accuse Epstein of bad business management. He just was
Right.
a guy following orders.
Hey, come see me do stand-up on tour in Ontario, California, Davenport, Iowa, Las Vegas, Nevada, Chicago, Illinois, a special video show with stand-up, and Grand Rapids, Michigan. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.